It's time now for the PHL 11 o'clock news for this Friday, March 6, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. 11 o'clock news at 9 there, and a top story at 11 o'clock here on this Friday is a holiday sign hangs in front of the Ferguson Police Department on a Thanksgiving evening as two Ferguson City employees resign, one fired over racist emails. In Columbia, South Carolina, for the nation's first African-American president, it was a week of two documents that told the story of the country still grappling with its own history. New Jersey Senator Robert Menendez will face criminal corruption charges against him, according to a report that says he used his office to promote the business interests of a Florida optometrologist. In Montevideo, Alabama, there will be no parties here this weekend while thousands are gathering just an hour or so in Selma. So remember, one of the high marks in the civil rights movement, black leaders say there is nothing to celebrate. In Washington, an Ohio man claiming sympathy with Islamic State militants and charged with plotting to attack the U.S. Capitol said in television interview that he would have shot President Barack Obama in the head. In Baghdad, Islamic State militants bulldozed the ancient Nimrud archaeological site near the northern Iraqi city of Mosul on Thursday, using heavy military vehicles, the government said. There is a growing concern for the plight of Iraqi civilians as government forces continue their efforts to retake the city of Tikrit from Islamic State militants. Setting up a personal email server like the one used by Hillary Clinton was probably a bad idea, tech experts said. Civil rights groups asked judge to order gay marriage licenses in Alabama. In Urbandale, Iowa, Jeb Bush, making his first visit to the presidential kickoff state as a likely candidate, began his bid to win the caucuses here by paying tribute to the two Iowa touchstones and calibrating the message about why he supports education. As the Supreme Court considers whether to restrict Obamacare subsidies, a new report seeks to refute the false perception that conservatives have not offered any credible alternatives. AT&T leaves it out. Better choice than Verizon? The company added 295,000 new jobs in February, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, past the economic expectations of 240,000 new jobs. In a scene straight out of one of his own movies, Harrison Ford narrowly escaped death the other day when his World War II airplane crashed into a Los Angeles golf course. Albert Maysles, a pioneering documentary filmmaker, dies at the age of 88. This February image provided by NASA shows the dwarf planet Ceres taken by the space agency's Dawn spacecraft from a distance of nearly 29,000 miles. An image of a cluster of galaxies photographed by the Hubble Space Telescope acts as a gravitational lens, producing multiple images of a supernova. Refs still went over the years indicated here. The Food and Drug Administration has approved the first so-called biosimilar drug for use in the United States, paving the way for less expensive alternatives to an entire class of complex and costly drugs. A recent study found that over 1 billion young men and women are at risk for hearing loss due to loud music. It's the third most common health problem in the United States. Alright, let's take a look at New England Alerts here at 11:03 here. In Franklin Township, New Jersey, a third alarm fire at 888 Eastern Avenue. As a heavy fire in a two-story office building, defense ops underway with 2 aerials and 2 master streams and 7 landline on operation. The fire is definitely will hold. Peter Chell News Times, 11:04. Time now for a travel report here on this late Friday night here. Smooth sailing highways, byways in New England here, and we can find one accident here, which is on 290 on the eastbound side. On exit 25, which is Salmon Pond Road in Marlborough, so expect delays. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute here on this late Friday night there. And take a look at the MBTH. Civil Line SL1 experienced minor delays due to traffic. Peter Chaladusa, 11:04. Time now for a weather report here on this late Friday night here. While you're sleeping and you're going down at night, cloudy then gradually becoming part of cloud sky with a low around 8 above. Light southwest wind. For Saturday, increasing clouds but high to 32 degrees. Southwest wind about 3 to 7 miles per hour. For Saturday night, chance of snow showers maybe before midnight and cloud skies with a low around 24 degrees. Southwest wind around 6 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 40% and new snow accumulation less than half an inch possible. And before you go to bed, make sure you set your clock 1 hour ahead because daylight savings time begins at 2 a.m. early Sunday morning here. And speaking of Sunday, it'll be part sun skies high about 39, low about 22 degrees. West wind about 3 to 7 miles per hour. For Monday, we're going to have some both sunny, mostly clear sky about 39, low about 24 degrees. For Tuesday, mostly sunny, part sky about 42, low about 30 degrees. For Wednesday, mostly sunny, part sky about 46, low about 27 degrees. For Thursday, sun sky to part sky about 30, low about 17 degrees. And for Friday, mostly sunny sky about 35 degrees. North temperature sending at 10 above with fair skies. And that's me for the Peter Chill 11 o'clock news on this late Friday night, March 6, 2015. I'm Peter said, hope you have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning with a morning report. Good night. See you tomorrow morning here.